Hello everyone, again I am here with my new video, and in this video today I am going to discuss you about the ultrastructure of nucleus. So what are the different parts of the nucleus and function of each part I am going to discuss you in this video. But before that I want to explain you the function of nucleus. What is nucleus? So nucleus is the largest cell organelle. If we'll go for the nucleus is the largest cell organelle. And this nucleus is the main part of the cell. It is the main part of the cell. Why this is called as main part of the cell? Because it controls all the activities of the cell. It regulates all the cellular activities of the cell. As well as this nucleus, it stores genetic information. And this nucleus controls all the activities of the cell. That's why the nucleus is called as the brain of the cell, important part of the cell, because it plays very vital role in the functioning of all the cellular activities. And now I am going to describe about different parts of the nucleus. What are the major parts of the nucleus? The first part is nuclear envelope. Then next, or you can say it as nuclear membrane. Next part is nucleolus. Third part, nucleoplasm, and the last one is chromatin fiber or chromatin materials. These are the different parts I am going to discuss in this video, as well as function of each parts. Okay, so 4 parts we are going to discuss. First, let us see in the ultrastructure of the nucleus. The first part is the covering. If you can see, if it is visible, I think it is clearly visible to you all, that this is the covering of the nucleus. And it is the outer covering, and it is covered with 2 layers, that is outer and inner, which we can call it as nuclear envelope or nuclear membrane. So this is the nuclear membrane having outer and inner. This is the outer covering of nuclear membrane, and this one is the inner covering of nuclear membrane. Inner and outer covering. What is the role of this nuclear envelope? The role of this nuclear envelope, it separates the nucleus from the outer surrounding. So outer surrounding means this nucleus is present inside the cell. As if you see the position of the nucleus, this nucleus is found in all eukaryotic cell. And except there are exceptions, like in case of mammalian erythrocytes RBC, the nucleus is absent, and mature sieve tube of plant, it also devoid of nucleus. But rest all the eukaryotic cell that contain nucleus, and this nucleus, the true nuclear structure is absent in prokaryotic. So this is about the nucleus, their occurrence, and this nucleus is found in all eukaryotic cell except mammalian RBC and sieve tube of plant cell, and it is absent in prokaryotic cell. And this is the first part, the nuclear envelope. What I told you, this nuclear envelope, it separates the nucleus from the outer surrounding. From the outer surrounding means here the cytoplasm. Outside the nucleus, cytoplasm is there because this nucleus, it is present in the cell. Inside the cell, this nucleus is present. So this nuclear membrane, this covering, this nuclear membrane, it separates the nucleus from the cytoplasm. So it separates the nuclear content from the outer surrounding, as well as it provides protection and shape, as we all know that in same as in case of cell membrane and cell wall, the covering is, the purpose of the covering is it provide protection and shape. And beside that, it play a vital function that it separates the nuclear content from the outer surrounding, and here the outer surrounding, it consists of cytoplasm. Got the point? Next, nucleolus. Nucleolus, if you see, this part is called as nucleolus. This is called as nucleolus. The dense spherical structure. This is the naked structure, not covered with any kind of membrane, but this is the dense spherical structure. The function of this nucleolus, it take part in synthesis of ribosome. This nucleolus, they take part in synthesis of ribosome. All the ribosomal subunit, whether it is actually mainly this structure is not present in the prokaryote. So in eukaryote, this structure, they take part in synthesis of all the ribosomal subunit, means ATS subunit. All the ribosomes, they are synthesized in the nucleolus. And so ribosome means, we all know that the ribosome, the function of ribosome is they take part in the protein synthesis. So ribosomes are synthesized here, and after synthesis of ribosome in the nucleus, they will move to outside through this pore. So these are another part. Pores are there. The nuclear pore. Nuclear pore is another part which is present in the at some points of the nuclear envelope. If you see, at some points of the nuclear envelope, the nuclear pores are present. This nuclear pore, they help in exchange of substances. Mainly these ribosomes are synthesized here. They come out from the nucleolus and they go out of the nucleus through this nuclear pore. So another part is nuclear pore of this nucleus, which take part in exchange of substances. Basically, the ribosomes, which take part in protein synthesis, and the ribosomes are synthesized in the nucleus, then it will go out of the nucleus to the cytoplasm. And we know that this nucleus is surrounded by tubular structure, cisternae are there of rough endoplasmic reticulum. It is covered with endoplasmic reticulum, and these ribosomes are coming out of the nuclear pore and they stick to this endoplasmic reticulum, which makes the part rough. Where the ribosomes, they stick to this rough endoplasmic reticulum, they make the surface rough, and in this way they stick to the endoplasmic reticulum or they move to the cytoplasm for the protein synthesis. So this is the function of nucleolus. They help in synthesis of ribosome. It means they take part in protein synthesis as well as RNA synthesis, the ribosomal RNA synthesis, and they also take part in nucleus, means cell division. This nucleolus take part in cell division. This nuclear membrane also take part in cell division. Then nucleoplasm. So already we have discussed the function of nuclear pore. Nuclear pore discussion was over. Nuclear membrane discussion was over. Nucleolus. The two things are left. This is nucleoplasm and chromatin materials. What is nucleoplasm? If you see, the nucleoplasm is the inner content of the nucleus. You can say this nucleoplasm as the matrix. Got the point? So this nucleoplasm is called as inner content of the nucleus. You can call this nucleoplasm as matrix, and sometimes it is also called as karyolymph. Nucleoplasm, matrix of the nucleus, or karyolymph, same thing. Exactly, this nuclear membrane, it is also called as karyotheca. This nuclear membrane is called as karyotheca. Then the inner content, inner matrix of the nucleus is called as nucleoplasm. The nucleoplasm is also called as karyolymph or matrix. Got the point? Then this matrix contain many substances. What are the substances? Organic and inorganic substances. Organic and inorganic substances. Organic substances like DNA, RNA, proteins are there, enzymes are there. It also contains some minerals. So in this way, the nucleoplasm, it contains the vital substances which help in synthesis of many things. So as already I told you, the nucleus contains hereditary information. So nucleus contains DNA, nucleus contains RNA, nucleus also contains proteins, enzymes. So this nucleoplasm, it provides site for formation, for synthesis of those substances, as well as it provides space so that they can be present here in the matrix. So this nucleoplasm, the inner content of the nucleus, it consists of many vital substances like DNA, RNA, as well as some enzymes, some proteins. Then this nucleoplasm over, function also over. Then come to chromatin fiber. The main part of the nucleus is chromatin fiber. This structure is called as chromatin fiber. This chromatin fiber, this is the thread-like structure. If you see the coiled thread-like structure, the function of this chromatin fiber condensed at the time of cell division and form the ribbon-like structure called as chromosome. This chromatin fiber, they are made up of DNA and proteins. This chromatin fiber, they are made up of DNA and proteins, and this is the structure of ultrastructure of nucleus at interphase. At interphase, it looks like thread-like structure. But during the cell division, whether it is mitosis or meiosis, during the time of cell division, it appears this thread-like structure. This thread-like structure, it look like the ribbon-like structure called as chromosome. This is the two sister chromatids. These are the sister chromatids. It is the constriction is called as centromere, and we know that the nucleus contains genetic information, means this who stored the genetic information? DNA. DNA store genetic information. It store genetic information or hereditary information, as well as it transfer the hereditary information from one generation to next. So this DNA, it store genetic information and transfer the genetic information. So how it transfer the genetic information? By the help of genes. So these genes are located on different site of the chromosome. There are homologous chromosome and there are different sites where genes are located, and these genes are called as unit of inheritance, which carry the information from one generation to next. So this DNA is the hereditary material. This chromosome are made up of DNA, and this chromatin, or you can say it as the chromatin material, these are made up of DNA, and this chromatin material, it contains at the time of cell division and form the ribbon-like structure called as chromosome, and they take part in cell division, transmission of hereditary character from parents to their offspring. So this is the function of chromatin fiber. Chromatin fiber, which is made up of DNA, and it contains at the time of cell division and form the structure called as chromosome. So this is the overall structure of nucleus. The first part is nuclear membrane, which provide protection, separate the nuclear content from the outer environment. Then next part is nuclear pore, which regulate the exchange of material from nucleus to cytoplasm. Then next part is nucleolus, where the ribosome synthesis takes place and ultimately they take part in protein synthesis. Then the chromatin fiber, which take part in the cell division, which is made up of DNA and protein. Which protein? Histone protein. Even non-histone proteins are there. That part I will discuss in the cell division chapter. So, and the last, nucleoplasm, which contain many substances like organic and inorganic substances. So this is all about structure of nucleus. So what are the functions of nucleus? Overall function of nucleus are first function, they store genetic information, they induces variation, they take part in cell division, and the major function is this nucleus is called as the brain of the cell. So the nucleus control all the cellular activity. It provide link connection. It helps to connect the parents and the offspring through the cell division. So these are some important functions of nucleus and parts of nucleus. Thank you.